that house that had,
Do we need to tell them we're ready or are we on?
we're live, all you have to do is say.
Okay. All right, guys, we're ready. If you want to keep it quiet so we can start. Gentlemen. All right. Sir. Jimmy.
All right, he's gonna shut up right now. Sir, we'll be here all night if you don't. Thank you.
All right, very well. I want to welcome you to Wareham Zoning Board of Appeal for tonight's agenda, April 27. It is 6:30 p.m. and we are at the room 320 at the Multi-Service Center. I want to call the meeting to order. I make a roll call. Our regular member, my far right, Mr. Jake Morrison, Veronica Devenese, our clerk, Jim Akabachi, myself, the chair, Nazi Al-Khalasi. To my left, regular member, Rich Semple, and alternate member, Tori Larson. Sorry, I called Troy what I said. And also we have present the assistant planner, Mr. Aaron Sheehan. Shaheen. All right, very well. No preliminary business. We're gonna go with the continued public hearing, 2-22 CNS Home Solution. Okay, 459 Main Street. All right.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
David.
Just,
Rob Pellegrini here.
all right, the public hearing's still open, so we just need your name and address for the record, who's gonna speak, and fill us back in, and we go from there.
Okay, Rob Pellegrini, attorney for the applicant. Address is 2 Sebastian Lane, South Dartmouth.
I'm Greg Drake from Outback Engineering, 165 East Grove Street, Middleborough, Mass.
All right, so I guess we were on Zoom last time, so where did we leave it last time at?
We really were having trouble getting everything up, so what I thought would help the board is if we sort of started from scratch a little bit, because I know the chairman wasn't present for the first meeting, and maybe 1 or 2 of you also really weren't present. So I can very quickly run through the address, the location, the zoning, and what we're doing.
Okay, very well. Regardless, I can't vote on it because I wasn't here at the opening, but you have enough members to vote.
Okay.
Under the Mullen rule, Mr. Morrison can go back in the hearing and
Okay.
vote. So you have 5, you need 4 out of 5.
Okay.
So give us a quick
right.
refreshing.
So what I'll do is, real quick, it's 459 Main Street. The zone is WV1. The whole proposal, believe it or not, is just to add 1 bedroom inside the existing structure on the lower floor. The last time we were here, we were actually given the incorrect number of bedrooms, which I think threw the board off slightly. I sent everything into the town just so no one would think I was fabricating anything, but there's a 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, and a 1-bedroom and a 1-bedroom. So that requires a total of 7 currently the way it is. Currently the way it is, there's 4 parking places provided, so they're currently 3 short. So we thought would be a good thing to do for this project is because we are asking for some relief is to try to come up to as close as we could to conforming for the parking, which we've done. So by adding 1 bedroom, the total number required is 8.5. We're providing 9, so we can show you that on the plan. So what's improving is we are coming to conforming with the parking. That's good for several reasons. One is that we've heard reports that the people that are currently living there are parking on the lawn, which is adjacent to and near a wetland in the back. And plus, there's obviously the chance that they could be parking in the street. So we're taking that possibility off the table. So I'm going to turn it over to Greg Drake now to explain to you what happened with conservation, because when we were here the first time, Veronica mentioned that she had a legitimate concern about the wetlands. So the move was made to put the hearing on hold at that time, go to conservation, and then come back to you. So I'll have him explain what he did.
All right, just, so you have 4 units right now. How many bedrooms, the first one?
There's a 3-bedroom
3-bedroom,
plus a 2-bedroom
a 2-bedroom.
plus a 1-bedroom
Uh-huh,
plus a 1-bedroom.
okay.
That's current, and all they're proposing is to add 1.
Okay, because originally it's supposed to be 2-bedroom, 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 and 2-bedroom. That was the original proposal. That's what you guys said you had first.
I know it's absolutely ridiculous that I didn't know the correct number of bedrooms. I was given the wrong information. I provided the town with a recent appraisal that had been done on the property, and there was a miscommunication actually with my client. He mentioned it after our last Zoom that I had it incorrect. I don't know how I could possibly have done that, but I did it.
All right. I saw the appraisal. The 3-bedroom only requires 2 parking lots anyway, so you're gonna need a total of 7. Apparently, you don't need a site plan, if that's the case, if you testify to it, so it is what it is. But
Okay.
originally, you had said, like I said, it was supposed to be 9.5, and Ms. Debonese, she said 9.5 is 10 parking spaces, but we'll see how she feels about it right now. So let the gentleman from ASP Engineering, you said?
Outback Engineering?
So you want to fill us in and we go from there?
Sure. The original plan we filed had just a grass swale for stormwater treatment. So the conservation agent wanted to meet on site to go over all his concerns. And what he did, he requested additional treatment for the stormwater because the grass swale wasn't enough. The initial parking layout was, in his opinion, was a little tight. So he was concerned cars would go back into the swale. He wanted detail for the proposed gravel drive and was concerned about the stormwater entering from the street as well. So this revised plan here that we presented to the Conservation Commission on April 6th addressed all those concerns. The first thing was, instead of just having a grass swale at the end after the parking, down here, we added a pea-stone diaphragm, and that will catch all the gravel, sediment, any types of materials like that, before it even makes it to the grass swale, because he was concerned that the grass swale was going to get filled up and, would not work properly.
Excuse me, when did you revise these plans? When was we don't have
I think
those.
we have them.
Do you have sets of these?
I can get you sets, yes.
Do you have something we could see here? we could
Is there a
share?
date on the plan that you're,
Yep, this is 4/5/22.
okay.
4/5/22?
Yeah, these are.
Yeah, we don't have those. Do you have any set you could pass to us?
I mean, you can have this one when I'm done with it if you want, or you can
Yeah,
have it
all
now.
right.
That works.
Yeah.
You keep telling us what you're saying, and then we'll look at it. So you built the swale at the end and the swale in the front?
Yeah, so the swale's here, and then you put a pea-stone diaphragm to catch all the sediment and everything.
Can you just back up a second, show them where the existing parking lot ends and then what the new would be?
Well, the existing parking lot is right in this area, and this in red is all the new.
Okay.
It's all gravel. There's no new proposed pavement, it's all the new dry spaces are gravel. So he also was concerned that things were a little tight. The original plan didn't actually have this gravel area over here, which was where they park now. And so we put that on there and also provided more space, moved these space 8 and 9 over so they'd be easy enough, because he was concerned that they were going to back into the swale because they wouldn't have enough room. So we provided enough room for maneuvering for the cars in these last 4 spaces.
Wasn't there also an issue with, he was concerned about runoff off of Main Street? Sorry to keep interrupting.
Well, that's next.
Sorry.
That's the final thing he was concerned with, was and he wanted a gravel detail showing what how it's going to be built, which we provided that too. That wasn't on the original plan. And then he was concerned about, in this area right here, there's a little, there's erosion. And so water's coming in on heavy storms right down in this area, and that adds just more water into the wetland. So in this area here, say a 4 to 5 foot area is gonna be cut out and raised so that it's slightly pitched, so that all water comes here, will not go down there, it'll go back out into the
The
road.
street will take care of the street, and you'll take care of yourself.
And we take care of what's the parking that's there. And that, they approved that on April 6th, so they were happy with that, Conservation Commission.
All right, I'll pass it to the board. Can you pass us the plan so we can, Jake, what do you think?
I have no questions at this time.
Veronica?
I'm happy with what has been described.
Jimmy, what do you think?
I'm good.
Rich?
I'm all set.
Roy? I'm good with it. No matter what you're gonna do with that water.
Want to hear if there's anybody here from the,
Yeah, just let me say,
Okay.
speak my mind. It's,
Oh,
that
sorry.
water gonna scream down, that's 10 feet pitch. But I guess it is what it is. If there's no site plan required and conservation happy, I guess it is what it is. Do you wanna pass and look at this? I'll go to the public. Anyone wanna speak in public for or against this project? Aaron, do we have online too?
Yeah, they can hear the mic, so.
Anyone online want to speak against or for the project?
We got one.
Now, did you check with the water, fire department?
one?
Do you have
Yeah,
to
we got one
protect
here.
it?
Get one person.
You have one?
Yeah, tell them they can unmute and they can speak. They can't hear me because they
yeah,
can't hear.
whoever it is that wants to speak, you have to unmute your microphone on your home computer, and then just start talking. And when you're not unmuted, if maybe you can't find it, a lot of people don't know where it is, move your mouse to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Something will pop up. Click on it. And then start talking. You should see a mute and unmute, the red circle.
They're unmuted.
They are unmuted.
Yep. Oh, they just muted themselves, so they were just unmuted.
They unmuted and muted, are they going back and forth,
Yeah.
clicking away? We're probably gonna ask if you'll leave that behind and probably want another one or two for the file.
We can do that.
Yep, we can. Just give them another second, see if
All right. Before they start, while they checking the unmute button, did you check with the fire department? Do you need to protect it?
protect.
Sprinkler? Do you know if they need, not that it has nothing to do with us, but they might make you put a sprinkler system. They might. Anything over 3 and above needs a sprinkler.
I guess we'll have to take a look. at
Yeah.
it.
That's not
Well,
zo- that's
eventually
not-
you're gonna
Yeah,
That's
get
not
to
us,
that
that's
point.
not
but I'm
zoning,
just
we're
saying.
just,
okay.
no sense getting to the door and having it slammed in your face.
I would ask the
Yeah.
question before you invest money, because that could be pricey.
Okay.
Alright, they're connecting back again.
Anyway, what date you said that plan, 4/25? 4/15 or 4/25?
4/5,
4/05?
4, yep, 2022, yep,
April 5th,
correct.
No luck, Aaron?
We just left and joined back in, so I asked them to unmute again, but, seems like they're having
Are they on the screen? You could see them?
I'm not letting them show their video, but I can let them do that right now.
You guys want to add anything else before we close? Jake, Veronica, want to add anything else before we close? Nothing?
they're still fumbling and trying to get on and speak?
Hold on. They're unmuted, so they can speak now.
Okay, you're unmuted on, you need to speak now or forever hold your peace.
I can't hear anything you guys are saying.
Okay, go ahead, we can hear you now. We heard you say you can't hear us.
But I can't hear anything you guys are saying to us on my end. There's no sound coming from your meeting.
Excuse me, Bob, can you hear me? Are we broadcasting through Zoom? Okay, so if you can't hear what we're saying, how did you know enough to raise your hand? Was that just saying you can't hear?
Are you gonna speak on this project or another one? Because if not, I'll try to fix it.
Another one, but it's just I couldn't hear anything and I was fiddling with it and I couldn't figure out how to fix it.
Okay, all right, sounds good. I'll fix it in the meantime.
So we're good on this one. I make a motion to close the public portion of this hearing.
All right, do I have a second?
So moved.
All right, we have a second. All in favor, say aye to close.
Aye.
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 Oppose, abstain. Okay,
I make a motion to approve this plan as presented to the Conservation Commission on a plan dated 4/5/22. A copy of that plan, or 3 copies of that plan, be submitted for the file, and standard conditions. And my reason for making that motion is that I don't find it to be detrimental to the neighborhood.
all right.
Granting a special permit.
Any discussion on this? I hear none. I have second. Do I have a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Second by Veronica. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, and Troy is voting for me because I wasn't here, so it's 5-0-0. Troy taking my seat. Okay, very well. It carries.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank you for
evening.
coming in. Thank you for putting up with us all this time, but we got to the end.
Thank you, Mr.
Right, R.J. Morrow, 722 and 21 Old Glen Charlie Road.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening. Public hearing still open. We just need name and addresses for the record.
Russell Amato, 30 Commercial Drive, Lakeville.
Before I let you guys, I'm gonna just keep this up here. Would everybody remember to sign this before we go home tonight? So we don't interrupt this hearing. What one are we on now?
We 722, 7-RJ Morrow, Inc.
It's gotta be a big folder.
Oh, you need this back from the last one, right? Did everybody give you back the stuff, Jim, for the last one?
What do we give you back from that one? No, exactly. That's why
Yep.
I'm back to our old tricks of going on to the
That
next
back,
one
Jim,
before we
from the
finish.
last one. Wait.
You guys got stuff from the last hearing that you wanna? Huh?
No,
I've got it right here to be signed. You guys mind waiting a minute, let us do a little paperwork?
Yeah, they have to wait.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't know what's happening? We're back, we went back to
Yeah,
the
this
old
is-
one.
Right, so this is the,
Here, here's 3 pages, sign it. Give
okay,
me the paper from the old one.
okay, this is Main Street,
Is there a clip with it?
yes.
Clip it together, or else you can't give it back to me.
Yeah, this is from Main Street.
I want you to sign that.
No, not this. This is good. I feel like we already started. That's for you. Right, did you vote on
Just sign
that?
your name on every piece of paper that's in front of you, and you're bound to get the right one. You guys got any, paper from the last hearing over there on your test?
More confusing.
Rick?
Nope, we're all set, sir.
Oh, it's right here under my elbow. Things get under my elbow, they get lost. Okay, you both signed.
Yes.
I signed. Did you sign this and the second page and, are you signing on that one?
I have to for recording, but
Recording.
in the back I want.
So on the back one, you won't,
Troy and Rich, yeah. She needs to record this.
now we won't have their signature in your file and your file and their file, and nobody will get anything done.
Okay, very well. Name and
Thank you.
address, and let's hear it.
Thank you. Brad Bertolo, JC Engineering.
Yeah.
I just passed out a revised set of plans
Yeah.
that involves modifying the unit count based upon the last meeting from 2 weeks ago. The board had a consensus that 2 units would be acceptable on this project, 2 new units as opposed to 4. And at the same time, revising that plan, we addressed the comments from the fire department to provide a turnaround. So as can be seen on sheet number 2 of 5, we're proposing a very similar looking driveway that runs to the top and turns and provides access to 2 new units. We removed the 2 proposed units and instead we are proposing a future garage. The property owner would like to construct there for his for future maintenance on the property. It is a future garage. It may not come to fruition, but we are in front of the Conservation Commission at the same time, so we're proposing it now because there is a 3-year permit with the Conservation, and that work would involve a permit from the Commission. We are providing drainage as originally proposed. We'll have a catch basin at the lowest point of the driveway that's still on the property, and that will capture surface water runoff from the proposed driveway and from the, at least the front half of the structures. That water will be infiltrated into subsurface leaching pits, and we have calculations that show that the pre and post runoff the post runoff is not exceeded. Right now, there's currently a gravel driveway that runs down from the top of the hill towards Glen Charlie Road, and this proposal will be a paved driveway, so that'll eliminate a lot of the sediment that's running off into Old Glen Charlie Road. Although it's not under the purview of this board, we did address some filling within a 50-foot buffer zone for the Conservation Commission at their request. We're restoring a portion of that property that's currently been filled in. So that takes care of the major concern with the Conservation Commission. Again, houses will be serviced by water, gas, and utilities. We are proposing a couple utility poles to run overhead to the top of the driveway, and then the utilities will be underground from the pole to the proposed structures. I believe this layout is meets the requirements of the fire department. I do have a fire truck turnaround detail on sheet 4 of 5 that shows both ingress and egress, so they have enough space to turn around at the top of the hill and still provide adequate parking spaces. Because we're reducing the units down to 4 total, total required parking spaces is 8, which would be under the 10 that would be needed for site plan review. We do have a couple parking spaces in front of the garage for the property owner when he's on the property, but there's no defined need for parking in that location. It's not a secondary, or it's not another primary use. It's an accessory use. It's allowed under a simple building permit. If the board has any questions on the layout, I'd be happy to answer.
Okay. I think it's a good layout, and as I expressed my thought last time, for like reconciliation, for you doing all the site work, I don't mind personally give a variance for 1 extra unit. We'll see how the board feel about it. And I do like the layout. You're still gonna do these 4 chambers for catch basins in the front, right?
Yes.
All right, we'll just start by Jake. Jake, what do you think?
No questions at this time.
Veronica,
I don't have any questions.
are you okay with it?
Yeah,
You
I
with
I
this
like what I
layout?
see here a lot
Okay.
better.
Jimmy?
I think it's, I think we got there, as far as I'm concerned. My question is, are we now, instead of doing a special permit and variance, we're doing just a variance?
It says, it's just a variance, yeah.
Just a variance? We don't need a special permit?
don't need a site plan.
We don't have the number of cars, we don't have the...
Don't need
There's
a
a lot of
site
things that have altered,
Right.
including the, well,
Brad, when was these plans signed? 4/23?
Yes.
Okay. Rich, what do you think? You okay with
No,
this layout?
No, I'm good with the layout, just a quick question. There'll be no plans for having somebody rent above the garage, right?
No, that would be
Just asking.
another approval needed to do that,
Yep.
so.
Okay, thank you.
Troy?
I'm all set.
I'm good.
I do have a question, just in terms of, this was presented as a special permit, wasn't it?
It was presented special permit, it's a variance now.
I'm pretty sure that,
It's,
let me
a
see.
special permit is needed for the
Single,
use.
For the use? Okay,
Because-
so it's a variance and special
Because
permit. Variance for the
What-
one extra unit and a
what-
special permit for the use.
But it's already got a use of residential.
Yeah.
Is it for having one extra residential?
Pardon me?
it's, yeah, other residential use is allowed by a
Okay.
special permit from this board.
Okay,
So that's
so-
over 2 units.
I mean, I'm
If
happy
we are to
how,
grant, we'll grant both, so there's no question asked, if we are to grant. We'll grant the special permit and the variance, so there's no question asked. All right, let's go to the public, to the audience. Anyone want to speak in favor? Anyone against? Do you have anybody?
you got people online.
We can hear you.
I'm just, my biggest concern before was the fire.
Okay, you have your name and address first, ma'am?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Karen Stewart, and I live at 23 Old Montelli Road.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he has cleared up a way of, service, emergency service getting in there, that's great. That's fantastic, that was one of my biggest worries. But my other concern is all the junk and trash that is in that backyard. With the new building put in, and he's already has a building there, is it gonna build up more trash and tires and conduit and piping being just left there, or is it gonna actually be taken care of now that this new building's gonna be there?
Thank you, ma'am. So you got stuff in the back right now?
Yes,
And apparently you're gonna clean them out
yes.
to put your building.
Yeah, we're gonna have dumpsters there and removing a ton of
We will
stumps.
put a
and-
condition on the permit that that's be cleaned. You won't get your occupancy without cleaning up that
What
stuff.
exactly cleaned? What will be
To
the?
clean conduit, tires, trash. You can't have like a storage of.
No
junk.
construction debris.
Yeah.
There's a few boats back there.
Few what?
Boats.
Boats.
Back.
Well, you can have one boat, one unregistered car by right. How many boats you have there?
I have 2 there that are gonna be removed soon.
Okay.
They're not mine, I'm trying to get them removed currently. They're the
Benefits of
two
that.
larger boats that she sees, yeah.
All right, we will condition that,
Are we
ma'am.
doing a site plan review on this? No, we don't need it.
You don't need it.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
All right, and thank you, ma'am. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else, Aaron?
I don't think so, no, it doesn't look like it.
All right.
I'm ready to close it if you guys...
Anything else? guys?
Make a motion to close the public portion of this hearing?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Oppose, abstain, so it's closed. All right, now wishes on the variance to grant an additional dwelling.
I make a motion to grant, based on the plan provided by J.C. Engineering and dated 4/23/22, with prior revisions on 2/2/22 and 4/23/22. Standard conditions as per revised plan that I just mentioned, no construction debris during or after the project. I make this as a special permit and variance for the one unit. One unit was by right, the extra unit is by variance.
All right, if you could just add also to be constructed per plan, which you did, and
It's on here, yeah.
if you could also add meet statutory requirement for section 17? 4817 or 10? 17? Sorry, 10, section 10.
4010,
48, section 10.
Just put you don't have to sign the rest of the sheets because I have to change, I have to make new ones because it's different permits now. So you can just put the condition on the first one so I know what they are, but then
Yeah.
I'll.
and you don't want us to sign this?
Don't sign them today now because I have to change them, so just keep the papers in there, but I don't sign them right now.
All right, Aaron, on a variance, you
What,
put
the
meets the
decision-
statutory
The
requirement.
decision page, we can sign,
Yeah, but I have to change, I'm gonna have to change.
this, a part of this has to be changed, okay, so sign nothing.
Sign nothing now,
We can all march down, and that's good, we get to visit.
yeah.
When do you need to have these signed by?
14 days, so 2 weeks from now, for the next meeting.
All right, because I'll be gone for 10 days, so if you could have it done tomorrow, I could swing by tomorrow, if not.
Can I do it tomorrow?
All right, so statutory requirement, 48, section 10, and the special permit, standard condition with the conditions that to be, all the debris and both to be cleared, and the construction to be built, the road drainage as per plan.
42322 JC Engineering.
And also a condition that no living space to be built above the garage. Is that good with everybody?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
do I have a second on Jim's motion?
I second.
Second by Rich, all in favor, say aye.
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 Oppose, abstains, 500. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, thanks, guys.
Thank you, board members.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right,
Thank you for coming back. Thank you for, you know, the
you.
revision. See you, see you again, sure.
822 David Surgery, special
Continue.
permit on 8 and 10 Charles
This the one we just
They're
did?
continuing.
Yeah,
When they-
Charlie's report's not ready yet, so throw me on next time when it's ready.
All right, 1 second, though.
Looking to continue to May 11th.
Okay,
So-
822 Surgery. 8, 10. All right, so we need a motion to continue 822 until, when do you say, Rich? May 11?
May 11th. These are the prints that he gave us. I don't need to.
Yep.
I'll make
got
a
'em.
motion.
Okay, we have a motion to continue from Veronica, 8-22 David Surgery, 8 and 10 Charles Pond Road till May 11. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. So I guess it's continued till the 11.
Okay. Anything out on this one that we're looking at, or can I close this folder?
You could close that.
Okay.
So that 8/22 on May 11.
And so are we looking at 1022 Nadu, Nanamit
Yeah.
Street?
10-22 Joseph Nato, 54 Nanimate Street. Surgery.
And this has already been read in, hasn't it?
Yeah,
This, yeah.
you have to read it.
He was supposed to redo the prints, the plans, move it up.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Copy
okay.
line.
Yeah, there's copies of the plans, and then there's one of the architectural plans, you have to share that, but there's copies of the same site plan in that folder.
So this is, oh, I think this is what you guys want to see. I'll give you this too.
That's the floor plans, these are the site plans, you pass it down. You don't know what the floor plans are.
There you go, Naz. And is the one in red a good one? That's the one that, okay, yep, I see it, I got it now. Lots of copies. One's supposed to stay in. This is for you.
You guys
You
have
guys got
enough?
it? Okay.
All right. Public hearing is still open. We need your name and address, sir.
My name is Joseph Nato at 54 Nanumet Street, Buzzards Bay onset.
All right, very well. And want to refresh our memories, what did we discuss last time?
So
And-
we discussed, I want to add a proposal to add a entryway and a two-car garage attached to the house. The original proposal was going 3 feet back. The board suggested that I come back to the, where the house sits, which is at 7.1 feet, And they also propose that I build a 24 by 24. That would give me a little more room sideways
Yeah.
in the garage. And that's what we're proposing, or I am proposing.
Okay. Do you guys remember that
I remember it.
conversation?
see the new
I
plan
remember
and-
very well. I like it this
Yeah.
way, too.
He,
Is the neighbor was here from last time, sir?
Yeah.
Just your name for the, you want to say anything, or you good?
Pretty much good. I just have to.
Just your name for the record, if you're gonna say.
David Carcio, 21 Monroe Street.
Yeah.
My house is directly behind his, and I'm not against the project per se, but I have some concerns about the size of the project and the impediment upon my property and the changing of the neighborhood, and I have no view of anything. It's like I have a 6-foot fence by his property now, and then I got a 30-foot high building going, the whole length of my yard with 7 feet off the line. So it's something that, I'd have to get used to. I'm not, and I kind of like the old style. It was a little narrower, and I found a way that if he got rid of that wall between the two stairways going from the breezeway into the garage, he could gain 2 feet, make the building flush in the back, and then maybe still kick it forward and keep the 19.8 width and the 29.8 feet long in the front, as opposed to the 24 by 24. He had a 1.5 car garage initially. And
Yeah,
now-
but
now the-
originally, it was, what exists right now is 3 foot from your property, and the
Right.
proposal was 3 foot. And Ms. Devenese recommended to give more,
Right, to give the 7-foot setback,
now you got the 7, I think
which
it's
is,
7
is
plus.
good. It just,
so you make it shorter and wider.
right, I understand that, but I'm saying, even with the old proposal, if he did some architectural changes, he probably still could get that flush back, the 7-foot setback, and still have it wouldn't be as wide, it'd be, 4 feet less in the width, facing that way. And then the roof line's gonna get higher now also, because it's 20, to maintain the roof line of the existing house to the new building, when you go 24 feet wide, you're gonna have to get a little more height on the roof, another couple feet. So it's a large item in the neighborhood, and, that's basically my concern.
But it meets the setbacks.
Right, right.
Jake, what do you think?
Now, if a
Nothing
building
at
is
this time.
detached, there's,
One second.
sorry.
Veronica, what do you, that was your idea, so what do you think?
I'm happy with the change. I think it's a good change, obviously. So
Right, right.
You like it, the way he, the
I
gentleman-
like, yes,
Yeah.
what's presented.
Jimmy?
I'm fine with it. I understand the neighbor saw us leaning towards trying to, keep things to a minimum, so he's gonna try to get every inch he can. But I think we gave you some feet, and,
Right, I got the setback. right.
I appreciate your comments. I think the applicant has shown
Due diligence, yeah,
good faith.
right, yeah. No,
Yeah,
we-
you went from 3 feet to 7 along
Right.
the property, that's a good,
Because the 4 feet, to maintain the property, you couldn't get a ladder up. Building, you could put, pump jacks on it, but to maintain it, he needs the 7 feet, and which is, I'm good with that,
all right.
right? So that, I think.
And then on the side that you're asking, he's entitled to that by right.
Right, no, I
So-
know,
He needs 10, he's got 11. So.
right.
If it was unattached, it could be 5 feet from the
5 feet from the line, right, unattached, right,
So,
yeah. So, that was my only concern. It's just, it's just gonna be something we have to get used to. That's pretty much it, but I don't want him, I want him to live his life and have his, but I'd also, also want to maintain what I got to a point, too.
I understand.
So are we doing, thank you for your comments, sir.
Thank you.
Are we doing this as a special permit or a variance or both?
We'll see
It's
if the
said on
board
the
see-
letter.
See it not detrimental, we act
it's
on
set
it
out
as
as a special
permit.
Then we
permit.
don't need a variance? Because he's made it more conforming? Because we
He
need,
is an existing non-conforming, so he could extend the non-conformity.
okay, so it's just a special permit,
Right.
if that's what we
Roy, what do you
decide.
think?
I'm happy with the plan.
Rich?
I'm happy.
Is there anyone else on the public want to speak against or favor?
I'm in favor.
It's my
Just your
neighbor.
name
right?
for the record.
Edward Pimentel.
Just on the phone, on the mic, she has to hear it. Yeah, she has to type it in.
My name's Edward Pimentel. I live at 52 Nanamit Street.
And you in favor?
I'm in favor. Joe's a good neighbor. He's improving the property, the real estate. I'm all for it.
Yeah. I mean, any change is a little offensive
I'd give
to
him
the
5 feet
neighbor,
if I
but
could.
I guess it is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just, I got a big wall of house behind, next to me, that's it. That's onset, though, that's just
Yeah,
the way it
exactly,
is.
that's
Small
Small
lot.
lots.
Yeah.
They're real
10
small.
pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag, that's everybody's doing it.
I say live and let live.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Anyone else? Anyone on the computer?
Someone did just join. I don't know if they did that on purpose, or if they're not cheating this project. You can tell them they can unmute if they want to speak.
Yeah, if anybody wants to speak regarding this, they need to unmute themselves and speak up right now.
They have nothing, but they just joined, so.
Yep, we saw somebody joining, so we'll wait a 30 seconds, and if nobody,
All right. All right, the first thing we're gonna act on this matter, the board gonna decide if the board feel it's not substantially detrimental to the neighborhood, we'll act on it, upon it as a special permit. The reason is that's an existing non-conforming, and based on that, he could extend the non-conformity. So, before we go forward, anything else before we close, sir? Yes, sir.
Well, Joe and I had an initial agreement that he talked about eliminating the 2 windows overlooking my patio on the 2nd floor where he's gonna have a living space. I don't know, is that something that would involve you, or is that just a gentleman's agreement between he and I?
No, we could put it with the conditions. Where?
There's 2 windows facing, on the 2nd floor, he's gonna have a living space, 2 windows overlooking my patio.
Do you have alternative windows in the front?
Yeah, he's got windows in the front, too.
There's proposed windows in the front, but now being wider, you probably want a window in the back, just like my windows in the bathroom and
so
I have
could
a
you,
kitchen.
could we come to some kind of a compromise where the windows were up higher so that
Do some awning windows, maybe, up a little higher, so you're not just...
Well, no, they're on the 2nd floor.
Yeah.
They're-
Well,
yeah,
I'm
so-
just asking if it could be, so you couldn't just look out and over, so if you...
Oh, yeah,
got-
keep it up higher,
got
right,
skinny
right,
awning
like,
windows that would open up and give them parking.
like, yeah, like that, yeah.
The existing house, I could look out my kitchen window and see everything.
Yeah, but there's a
Right
six-
over the fence.
There's a 6-foot fence, though, you can't see. you
I
know.
could see over the fence from my
Uh-oh.
house.
He didn't know that.
No more than that.
I mean, that's where my window is. I didn't, that's where it was placed in 1941, so when it was built, so. And it's just like, he can look into my windows, so.
So the agreement was before the change to the width?
Yes,
Right.
for the width of for the width.
Can you do
So-
one window instead of 2? I don't know.
Yeah.
Where is your house, kinda, in the left or the right?
Well, it sounds like they both can do the same thing, I don't know if we should
Well,
condition
no, I mean,
that.
he's
Come on,
2
that-
stories.
if it's a gentleman thing, I mean, that's nothing that we want to get in the middle of, because why are we gonna...
now we're
if he-
designing
if-
houses.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. No, I'm just saying, he suggested initially that he would eliminate the 2 second-floor windows out of the bedroom.
I think I agree with Rich that
Me too, I'm just gonna go with Rich on this
Okay.
we're
one.
gonna,
If
I'm
you
gonna
guys,
stick to zoning and we let you guys can arm wrestle, duke it out,
We'll flip a
brass
coin.
knuckles, 6 guns, I don't care, but don't do it here.
No,
all right, so that's, you have to guys work it out, so that being said, let's
I think we should decide if it's a special permit or not. I feel,
close, let's move to
I
close.
move to close the public portion of this hearing.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All in favor, say aye.
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 Oppose, abstain. Now, need a relief on Article 1352. So how does the board feel on this matter? Is it substantially detrimental or not?
I find it non-detrimental.
Okay, so we could act upon it as a special permit. Do I have a second on that motion?
Yeah, second.
Second by Veronica, all in favor, say aye.
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 Oppose, abstain, so that's a special permit. Now the wishes on that, and any discussion?
I move to grant a special permit on the, following the plan presented this evening by Farland Corporation and dated 4/25/22.
Okay, so we have a motion to grant with the finding not detrimental to the neighborhood, substantially not detrimental. Standard condition according, and built according to plan by Farland Corp., dated April 25, 2022. Do I have a second on Jim's motion?
I second.
Second by Rich. All in favor, say aye.
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 Oppose, abstain, it carries. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck
Thank
for
you
both
for
of
your
you.
time. Yep.
Thank you. All right.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Guys, anything you want to discuss before we adjourn? Okay. we're
Yeah,
here.
I would like to bring my assistant out and have him, see, no,
The assistant.
my assistant's sitting in the other room.
Ah.
You didn't know he was here. Huh?
That's who was in there making noise.
I'd like to bring my assistant. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well,
Keith?
let him be on TV and.
Keith?
Hey,
All
Mr.
right, Keith, come on.
He's got his headphones on. Hey, Mr. Keith.
He'll have him. He'll be psyched, huh?
Oh, look at, he's all plugged in.
Hello,
Well, we
Keith. Say hello to the camera.
Could you come over? Could you come over here so that tonight, when Mina comes home from work, she can see that you were at the meeting? Can you say hi to everybody in Wareham?
Say wave.
Just look up there. That's all. You wanna go back to your, we can go home.
He'll work on it.
Yeah. The meeting's over. I make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Oppose, abstain. No, Troy, no.
Oh, Troy's on.
She didn't come.
Why not him?
She didn't come get you because we got done before she got
Oh,
here.
sorry, yeah. So